For thousands of years, this power remained sealed, hidden, erased from history. No human was supposed to unlock it. No one, until him. What you're about to witness is the rise of someone who breaks every rule of nature, defies every god, and awakens a power humanity was never meant to use. And trust me, you'll want to stay until the end for what he transforms into. If you love overpowered awakenings, you're in the right place. This one goes beyond anything you've seen. Our story begins in a world built on lies. A world protected by gods who feared one thing, that humans might discover the truth. They spread tales of prosperity and divine grace, all while hiding a terrible secret. Buried beneath the deepest, most forgotten ruins lay a power not meant for mortals, a primordial force so immense, it was capable of unmaking reality itself. The gods, in their infinite wisdom, chose to seal it away, hoping to prevent a catastrophe that could shatter creation. They rewrote history, erased every mention of it, and ensured humanity would live in blissful ignorance, never knowing the true extent of their potential. And in this carefully constructed world lived a boy, ordinary, quiet, and utterly forgotten. An orphan who spent his days just trying to survive, with no family, no talent, and no future to speak of. Or so everyone thought. It started with a whisper, a faint hum in the back of his mind that no one else could hear. Then, a strange symbol, like a glowing tattoo, began to form on the back of his hand. It was a mark of destiny, a force calling his name from the depths of the earth. At first, he tried to ignore it. He covered the mark, tried to rationalize the whispers as fatigue, and did his best to blend back into the background. But destiny doesn't take no for an answer. The whispers grew louder, the symbol burned brighter, and dreams of ancient, crumbling ruins haunted his sleep. One day, drawn by an irresistible pull, he found himself standing before a hidden altar deep within a forbidden forest. And there, resting on a pedestal, was a relic, a fractured shard of obsidian that seemed to absorb all light. The moment his fingers brushed against its cold surface, the seal cracked, and history changed forever. What he awakened was something even the gods failed to destroy. Keep watching. The energy exploded through him, violent, uncontrollable, and terrifyingly alive. It was a torrent of pure, untamed power that his frail human body was never designed to handle. His mind wasn't ready either, reeling from the sudden influx of ancient memories and raw emotion. But the power didn't care. It surged through his veins, rewriting his very DNA, strengthening his bones, and filling him with a might that defied all logic. In mere seconds, the boy who could barely defend himself from common street thugs became something else. Something dangerous, something forbidden. And when his first enemies, a group of arrogant knights sent to investigate the disturbance, found him, they witnessed a power that should have stayed buried. They mocked the glowing boy, but their laughter died in their throats as he simply raised a hand, and the very ground beneath them erupted in a vortex of dark energy. Stay until the end. His final form is nothing like this first awakening. The gods felt it immediately. The moment the seal shattered, a tremor ran through the heavens. The forbidden power they had spent millennia sealing away, awakened by a mere human. Panic consumed the celestial realms. Old rivalries, long dormant, resurfaced as they argued over who was to blame. Was it a failure of their seals? Or was this boy something more, a prophecy they had overlooked? But their bickering quickly gave way to a singular, terrifying consensus. Their decision was swift and absolute. This boy must be erased. They couldn't risk the power corrupting him, turning him into a mindless destroyer. Or worse, they couldn't risk him mastering it and surpassing them. They dispatched their most formidable agents, angelic warriors and divine beasts, with a single command: eliminate the anomaly before he becomes unstoppable. But it was already too late. Every battle only pushed him further. Every wound inflicted upon him by the gods' agents was just another meal for the forbidden energy. The power fed on conflict, on pain, on his sheer will to survive. With each fight, it evolved, adapted, and rewrote the fundamental limits of human potential. He learned to shape the energy, to wield it not as a chaotic force, but as an extension of his own being. He was no longer just a boy. He was no longer even human. He was becoming something the gods had only ever had nightmares about, a being capable of matching their divine might and eventually surpassing it. He shattered their celestial weapons, outmaneuvered their fastest warriors, and stood defiant against their heavenly judgment. But what he becomes in the end, that's the part everyone talks about. His final transformation broke every rule of existence. Pushed to the absolute brink by the combined might of the heavens, his body dissolved into pure energy. Time warped around him. Reality itself shivered as space began to bend to his will. Wings made of starlight and cosmic dust unfurled from his back, and his eyes glowed like twin supernovas. Even the gods, in all their arrogance and power, fell silent, watching in a mixture of awe and absolute terror. This is what happens when a human unlocks a power meant to be forgotten forever. He had become a living concept, a law of nature unto himself, a being whose very presence was a challenge to their divine authority. If you made it to this point, you're a legend. Hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because the next story we're covering is even more dangerous, and the gods won't be the only ones terrified this time. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.